Hey guys, how you doing this week? We have a few projects coming up. We had some things come in, and right now I'm gonna work on the inside. Let me show you what we have going here. Um, these units, for some reason, let me come in here. They only give you 2 shelves. Let me turn this around. Here we go, much better. So anyway, here are the shelves. They only give you 2 shelves for this whole closet. You know, what a waste. I don't know why they're being so cheap. So here's one of them, 1 or 2. So I went to my supply store, which happened to be Lowe's. In this particular case, I went to Lowe's instead of Home Depot, and I got some shelving, and I got some aluminum angle iron here. And so we're going to cut these up, cut the edge up, paint the edge, and just screw it to the back. As you can see, just 2 little screws. And that'll give me 5 more shelves. So we'll have 7 shelves in that pantry, which will really come in handy. So and then this is the other thing that I'm doing today is I do a lot of salads, and obviously a lot of cooking too, but I came up with these spray bottles. I use these on the inside of the house, so I figured I'd do it out here too. So we have our vinegar, then we have our olive oil for spraying, and then we have our apple cider vinegar here to put on our salads and things like that. So this is a good spot to put it. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them here. I may put them on the inside here on one shelf. That would be oils, but I'm a little leery about putting oil or anything in here flammable, because the electric heater is right here. And if you ever had a container, let's say olive oil or something like that, leak, and you put the heat on, you could possibly start a fire here, because that's a heating coil right down there underneath that bottom of the shelf here. So I'm not sure if I'm got to think about that. If I do put the oils in there, I'm going to put a little tray that has like a 2-inch side, so if any of them do develop a leak, at least it's not going to go down into the heating element. It will be contained into a little tray. So it's just something to think about. But it would be nice to put all that stuff in this here little pantry. And just, I don't know, save this here for something else, my soaps and things like that. But anyway, let's go outside and work on the shelving. Okay, so we cut the shelving. So I got a 48-inch piece. This is 12-inch by 48, so they cut up to 8 inches exactly. That will fit in that pantry. And then I got some aluminum angle iron here, cut those 8 inches, and then I pre-drilled holes to screw them in from on the bottom. And then I got a little packet here of screws, and then we have our little drill. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to spray our little brackets right here, the edge, to match what we have in there. So let me go ahead and set up for that. Okay, let's give these a little coating. We only have to do one edge, because the bottom, I don't care about the bottom. You're not going to see it. Okay, I should take care of those. We'll let that dry. And we're going to go on to our next project. Let me show you what we're going to do next. Okay. next project, we're going to finish this here molding on all 4 wheel wells. It just looks like they ran out of material. It just looks cheap. So I ordered the fender well moldings that will adhere over here. And then a lot of people are complaining about pebbles and things coming up and hitting the windshields, and these things I guess crack fairly easy. So what we're going to do here is I have a windscreen that we're going to be putting on here. It's supposed to help like 30% reduction in debris coming up and hitting the windshield, so we'll see. But anything to help, it's supposed to help with the aerodynamics too, so we're going to try that. We're going to put that on there. It's supposed to be pretty simple, so let's go get those. We got to clean. We got moss. We got Spanish moss hanging off the off the van here. Yeah, get rid of that shit. Alright, so that's another project that we're going to do. I think that will dress up. That should dress up the van a little bit here. It's not a necessity. This is more cosmetic, but alright, let's hit that. These people are pretty funny that packed this. I guess the spoiler comes from Terra Wagons. Actually, I got it from Owl Van Accessories. But the people from Terra Wagon, I guess, because it was in this here individually wrapped. They give you these little, I don't know what, the gummies, I guess. I'm not into these, but anyway, that was pretty nice of them. And then, yes, we have another sticker to put on there. So let me go get some alcohol, and we're gonna wipe down the hood, and we're gonna adhere the spoiler. That'll be the first project. Okay, the installation, we're halfway through it. So what you do first is make sure it's at least above 60. It's 70 right now here. And this has been in the sun for a while. You can feel how warm it is. Not hot, but it's warm. And so what you do is you just put it on here dry without pulling the tape off. And make sure it fits. This here should be flush right there. And then it should be flush underneath here too. And then what I did is I took the little red tape that's on the back, and this is double face tape, and I just peeled it back about 5 inches from the center, and then I applied pressure on the center, and then peel that tape back, also keeping one hand over here holding this so it wouldn't drop or move up. It can't go up because there's a lip. There's a lip right here holding it, but I didn't want it to drop down, so I held that in place with my right hand, and then I applied pressure along the edge here to adhere this top edge. Then I came on this side, pulled that red tape, meanwhile holding this here edge again to make sure that it didn't drop down on me. And that was it. Just applied pressure to the top, so the top is all set. Now I have these 2 little tabs. It comes with 2 rows of double tape, one on the top, and then you have another row down here on the bottom. So these are the little tabs that I'll be pulling. As I pull it, I'll be applying pressure here on the edge, and it's guaranteed to stay here, so we shall see in time. But installation was pretty good, pretty quick, under 5 minutes. So let me continue with installing, adhering the bottom edge. Okay, that was completed. That one's done. That looks pretty good. Now let's tackle the fender wells here. I already wiped them down with alcohol wipes, so they're all clean. I got the wax off of them, and let's do the same procedure with these here and see how that comes out. Same thing. thing on this side right here. This is what it looks like without it. In a few minutes, we'll see what it looks like with them, and it should dress them up. Okay. Alright, here are the two tape strips. So let's do a test fit. Make sure you line this up just right. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. So in this case, we'll take the tape right off. Yeah, it's hard to peel that little tape off. Try the other end. There we go. Alright. So, you want to just line up the bottom first. Keep the top away. Because once this touches, you're not going to be able to get it off. Hey! Who are you barking at? My security guard. Alright, that looks good. Yeah, I like that. It looks good. Now it looks finished. Alright, let's go over to the other side. Okay. Now that that's all black in here, I can see the tan on the inside, so I have some of this black flat paint left, Rust-Oleum. So I'm going to just use it up and spray the inside of that fender well so that this area all looks black. And might as well, because right now it just doesn't go. So we'll just kind of hit this here. You know, I do this on a breezy day. It's dead calm right now, so I don't have to worry about the overspray going anywhere. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's worked out pretty well. Glue on here. Perfect. Yep. All right. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, much better. I like that better. Alright, let's go ahead and do the other side here. Alright, so let's go back to this original project. That was to put the shelving together. These here should be kind of dry. Okay, a little 2x4 somewhere. Alright, so I'll probably need that. Alright, so what we're going to do first, here we go. Fairly easy. There we go. There's the face edge. So let me do all 5 of these, and then we'll go inside and just install them. All right, so one done. Okay, folks, here we go. More shelving. I ran out of brackets. I have 2 more shelves I can put in there. I just doubled them up. Where are they? Down on the bottom and right there. I just doubled them up. Next time I'm out, I'll pick up another package of those little clips that go into the frame right there. So I'll have 2 more shelves, so that'll give me 7 shelves, I guess, here. Which will be nice. Now it's really usable without a lot of empty space. Yeah, it's going to work out good. Okay. Alright, so that's it for this week. Yeah, that's another thing I did over there too. My curtain, I redid the curtain, and that light bar, that white strip, that's a light bar. So that is now on the inside of the living area. So at night I can use that. Otherwise that strip would have been in the cabin side, and there's no need to have it over there. I'd rather have it in here. So yeah, so that was a little modification earlier. So I called Owl Van. I called what was the other company? Canyonland Supplies, and they're the ones that make the GS cabinets for in the back here, for the living area in the back. And they're going to be shipping those out the last week of December, I believe he said. And the other company up there in Charlotte, I'm trying to remember the name of them. I'll get it to you. The 40-gallon fuel tank is in. They have it. They're waiting for the company to ship the air compressor, because I'm having those people put the air compressor in. They gave me the best price. So that will be a weekend. Well, I'll be a 2-day trip, a 1 day up. Actually a 3-day trip. 1 day up, and then the 1 day the installation. I'll spend a night somewhere up in Charlotte, and then the next day I'll drive back down here. So that's coming up. They said right now they're booking up to the 2nd week of December, so he's going to call me later this week if that compressor comes in, and then he'll give me a date, and I'll shoot up there for that installation. So we're coming along. I'm leaving here in another 10 days, going to Jacksonville. They're going to do the Compass, band Compass. 4.3 suspension upgrade. All the parts came in, they're all set for me. So that will be the first major modification that will really help the performance big time. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be, like I said, that's another 10 days I'll be shooting up there. So that's it for this week. Getting there. All this my little punch list is getting down. We're getting close. I think I'd like to go to Arizona in January to Quartzside. I'm kind of leaning on that. It'll be one of my major trips this winter, and it'll be warm down there too. I decided not to go to New England. They're having a major snowstorm right now in the filming of this, and daytime temperatures are going to be in the teens. Chicago's got like minus 25 degrees. I'm not going to New England in that, no, sorry. So I'm going to stay south. So I'll keep you informed on when we finally get on the road and we start traveling. But all my little modifications are coming together nicely. Another few weeks and everything will be here. My next, which is here, it came the other day, is my rooftop aluminum storage box, which will be on the driver's side of the AC unit in the rear. All the components came in for that, so I may tackle that one tomorrow. That will be on the next video, how I install that. And it's an aluminum box, and I have a adjustable Starlink base that I'm going to screw on top of it. So that's where if I'm in the open, that's where I'm going to mount my Starlink, is up on that metal box. And then when I go to travel, I'll just take the Starlink off, and then this mast, you just turn this little dial on the side and the mast comes down, lays flat on that aluminum box. So that should be a pretty good installation, at least in my mind. That's the way I have it. It should come out. We'll see in reality if that's what happens. So anyway, that's my next mod coming up. That will be the next video again. Okay, hey guys, have a good week. See you next week.